We're here, conversations amongst men and women. I'm your host, Drink. My co-host here.
I'm Steve.
We have some lovely young ladies for you guys tonight. All right, ladies, please introduce yourself and give us your name, your age, your relationship status, and if you want to be married or not. Starting with Kelsey.
All right, guys. My name is Kelsey. I am 31 years old. I am single. Woo! I don't know if that's one of those. I'm playing. I'm single, and I would like to be married one day.
Okay.
My name is Atia. I'm
Okay.
42. I am single, and I do want to be married.
Okay.
My name is Yes, and I am 43 and single, and I would like to be married again.
All right. Thank you, ladies, for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank
All right.
you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to get right into it. First question I have is, are your parents still together?
For me, my parents are deceased, but I was adopted, so no.
Okay.
My parents are still married.
Okay.
I never met my daddy, so my mom was a single mom.
So daddy issues.
Maybe. Maybe. We about to find out.
Okay. Okay. So let's jump right into it. My first question is, do you think that you have, or women today have, trauma from their family, and why? Who wants to go first? Right here.
I guess I can start from my country, because I'm Latin. So in my culture, it's like the woman, she does not have a choice but to be submissive and be less than. Like, that's just the culture for us, period.
That creates trauma.
Hell yeah. Because especially now coming to the States after being told your whole life you can't be nothing but a housewife and a mom, coming to the U.S. and being able to have all of these other extra opportunities to actually be like a man. Latin men are looking at you like, no, you can't. So yeah, it's a trauma because you've grown up to feel like you're less than. So when you're told you're not, you're like, oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I think a accurate definition may not be the actual one, is that trauma is where something in you stops. And so I think, my definition of trauma, I'll put it, is where something in you stops, right? So if you want to know whether or not families do cause trauma, yes, because how you're raised either defines you to grow more, or it stops you. If you've been through anything in your life that you were attacked, you were abused, then you are stopped. That part of you, whatever that thing was, to whatever you were told no to, like with Yes, it was about being a strong woman or being successful outside of marriage. You're stopped there, right? Like as a girl, you're stopped. I have to get married and I have to submit. So I think that life is filled with different types of traumas that stop us in different parts of our personality and how we relate to the world. So definitely the way you're raised can cause trauma. Oh, I have a trauma coach. I'm very I will go get counseling in a minute if I feel like in my therapy or in my time with myself something comes up for me. I'm like, oh, I need to work on that, and so I want to work on it because I'm very cognitively aware of who I am and how I want to show up in the world. And so if I find something, to me, trauma is where somebody was able to define who I wanted to be, and if that doesn't line up with who I actually want to be, then I think, yeah, let me do something about this right now.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in everyone needs therapy or go to therapy. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I found out not only did I have trauma, that I had unresolved trauma that needed to be talked about. And you just learn that in growing up, and then because it'll show up in your relationships. So, instead of being angry about it, or, you go through all the stages, the guilt, at least for me, you hear things about yourself you don't want to hear, either that be from friendships, relationships, boyfriends, people you care about. And then, you get angry, and then you find someone to talk to about it. And then you go from there and say, is this something I need to change? And then, you deal with that. But I feel like that's what trauma is and how it shows up.
Okay. I have, appreciate the feedback. I have another question, not related to that. It's, in modern time, do you think women are going to be genuine about loyalty and faithfulness? So, like, what is the definition of loyalty and faithfulness in this time?
I have no idea. Honestly, I would love to be married, but I think we are in a very, very interesting space and time, because we're really shifting, right? Because the way older people see relationships, I say older because I'm older, but things are like different now. They're starting to be different. So what loyalty meant to us older folks may not really be the same for younger people.
So you think things are different because of that?
And backgrounds, yeah, because most, like, us older folks, we think like, oh, you being married and you're a submissive wife and you stay at home with the kids. A younger version of me would be like, F that, like, I want to go to work, and if I want to have a kid, I'm gonna decide, and so forth and so forth. So I think loyalty is always something that's curated between the two. So if it's, I'm gonna take you in for an example, if it's me and you, I think it's going to be, whatever that is going to be determined by me and you, because it varies out there. Or at least that's what I think. Right. Yes.
I feel like loyalty is timeless and faithfulness is present. You know what I'm saying? Like, faithful is an action. Loyalty is just kind of a being, like who you are. And that's not something, usually when you talk about someone being loyal, it's grown from time. But faithful, it's like, can I trust you right now? Like, if I was to pick your phone up, or if that's how you think, or, that's just a present thing. Whatever faithfulness is to you and wherever you're at in your relationship, stuff like that. But loyal, that's just something you choose, and you just kind of abide by that.
All right, so how long do you trust someone that you're dating or a relationship with?
As far as trust, that goes with how I feel loved. And if that person is showing that in the beginning, me personally, which I've been accused, like, yo, maybe you should wait a little longer. Words mean things to me. So if you telling me, I have no reason not to believe you. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I quickly just,
Trust first, then prove me wrong later.
Well, I ain't got time to be proven. That's when I was 25. My Inspector Gadget days are over. I'm tired of that shit. I'm sorry. That shit, it gets old. You know what I'm saying? And when you spend some time alone, and when you realize you're not afraid to be by yourself.
And you go to therapy.
You face what was really wrong and what was not, whatever. It's like, okay, cool. You decided, dang, that hurt, but I'm going to go now.
Okay.
That's just where I'm at least.
I got you. All right.
I agree that loyalty is a character trait. It's not something you can teach or train or expect if it's not in the person. So I think that if loyalty matters to you, because loyalty is not being faithful, right? So faithful to me is you're a person who's committed to this one thing, right? Like, I think in the context that's being used here, it's you're committed to one thing. And very few people are faithful in their devotion to God, in their devotion to themselves, especially in their devotion to relationships. So I always say cheating for me is not a deal breaker, which everybody thinks is insane. But everyone's like, what?
Yeah, I'm in love.
But it's because you can only respond based to what's true for you. right? And because I have a very high preference for someone's attraction, like I like a person that's very attractive, like a good looking man. And so in this society, I can't demand him to not entertain the company of other women unless that's who he is by birth. It's too easy for him, right? Like, it's just like, come on, let's be realistic. You find, oh, I'm sorry. You good looking, you tall, you got some money, you know, I enjoy you. Somebody else gonna enjoy you too, right? So like, my thing is, it's about, are you a loyal person? Which means, am I the person who, no matter what, you will choose? Do I activate your loyalty? Because I'm a loyal person. And so once I choose you, that's it for me. I'm loyal to this relationship, to this situation. And I don't need to not be faithful to you, because that's not how I move in the world. But if that's how you move in the world, then we have to talk about it and have communication. Because if I know you're for me, but you like, can I say it? You know, you like to get your dick wet, I can't be mad about that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm traveling, if I'm gone, if I'm busy, I'm not you know, I don't have the kind of job where I'm not selfish. And
I am.
I'm not selfish. And also, right. And you can be honest, like, but I'm not selfish, but I'm also not the kind of person who can, my whole world can revolve around you. I'm a professional. I'm an author. I have, my job is not in the States, so I travel back and forth. Like, I'm moving constantly. So if you are out one night and you hadn't seen me for a week, something happens, just call me.
Week.
I mean, see what I'm saying? Because that's because most women don't have a week that they can be gone. They ain't got nowhere to go for a week. I do.
No, I'm saying that's all he needs is a week, and he's like, oh.
I mean, it depends, because some people.
Do you want him to tell you about it though?
Yes.
Why?
So let me tell you why.
Talking about a week?
You can't wait a month.
I mean, it depends on how he moves. But, and every time I've been gone a month. But I will say this. Would you ask me? Say it again.
Why does he need to tell you? Why can't he just make sure that he's safe?
So,
Do you hear her answer?
So
she can do whatever she want to do. Like, that's the best answer I've heard in 10 years.
So right. So here's the thing. I want him to be honest with me, because I'm not trying to. I'll say this. I am possessive, but not of your body. I want your soul. So if you and I are lovers, then I don't care what you don't wrap it up, and that's fine with me. What matters to me is that I'm the person that when you can't tell anybody else in the world the truth, you can tell me. I want to be the person you talk to. So if you go out and you get your dick sucked at late night after the club, and then you go and get some Popeyes, I want to know when you get home, I want you to be like, babe, you're not gonna believe what happened tonight. And you know what I'm going to do, because I require that? I'm going to make a safe space for you. And I'm going to,
After he washes his dick.
hopefully he'll wash his dick, but I won't be there anyway.
My question would be this. Now, ladies, is there a double standard between men and women? And I'm going to give you an example. It's going to be, what's your definition of cheating specifically?
I guess I'll start. Yes, there's a double standard.
You're
So my
struggling
question
with
to
that
that,
question.
I guess we can't answer a question with that kind of question, but how does the question, is there a double standard, come up? Because it's everywhere amongst females and males.
As far as in what?
Everything. It's double standard for everything.
Basically, I should have been more specific. So, who's more the sexable of the creature, a man or a woman?
That's not a word.
Man. A man. We just made it a word.
Is it easier? Okay, is it easier for men or women to get sex?
Oh, my opinion is that it's easier for women to get sex.
Okay.
Overall, but men want sex more than women.
That's a word.
Sexable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
Hey, you good? They didn't understand the word, so I can rephrase the question.
I apologize.
I think it's easier for women to get sex. I agree.
Okay.
Because women can have sex. All we have to do is pick up a phone.
Okay.
For a man, it is very relative to how he looks and what he has access to.
Okay. Kelsey?
Honestly, this is really how I feel. I feel like everyone looks good to somebody. So I really don't think anyone is not having sex, like, unless you just don't want to at this point.
Next question.
Yeah.
Next question.
If I'm being real.
Yeah, next question.
That's what you said. You're asking.
Okay, so you're saying is if a guy lowers his standards, he can have sex every day.
She didn't say that. Next
No,
question. No, that's that was a terrible answer.
No, what she said was everybody can have sex, like somebody like everybody. Yeah.
Someone is attracted to someone. That's why I don't call nobody ugly, because I'm like, someone thinks that person
Okay.
cute.
I
I,
get what you're saying.
look, it's not me, but
I see what you're saying when it comes to that, but there's also like attraction is attraction.
Well-
So just because this man is attracted to this woman doesn't mean that this woman is it's not
it's the
reciprocal.
same thing for us, because it's still, I mean, what are we saying? It's easier because both have to do some kind of work. I mean, personally,
Well,
if there's a guy that I'm interested in.
Hold on, let's stop right there.
Yeah.
What kind of work do women have to do?
Are we
That's
so?
the-
Are we equal or are we different? Because I'm okay with being different, but I'm not. I'm just saying work is involved. I don't like to measure the work.
What kind of work is
Y'all
it?
just think we just stepping into some dick. Like
She
it's
said
not
you
really-
all you have to do is make a phone call. She said it's that
I'm
easy.
not, but y'all know y'all friends that will do anything for you. So stop playing like y'all don't know guys that you be like, look, if he just got a phone call, he'd be at her house right now, like with some Chick-fil-A. Like, don't do me. Y'all know. That's how y'all be talking. So that's what we're laughing at. We're not making fun of we're just laughing about that. But that's how I see it as well with guys. Because I have some friends that, hell, you say what's up, like you in there. So that's what I'm saying. But it's all work. Our work might be a little different. It might be, okay, girl, I gotta pick this phone up, and his gotta be, man, I gotta buy this girl some. But it's all work. I'm not measuring it equally. I'm just saying everybody gotta do something to get what they want.
Okay. I hear you.
You know
I hear
what?
you.
The only I will save my sister here, Kelsey, is that sometimes women do. Yeah, I could pick up the phone. It may not be what I prefer, but it's available. So is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying we all have.
Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. We all have options that we know we have to work for, whether there's some that are easier or harder. You know what I'm saying? Work is involved. You know what I'm saying?
I do want to say there's a lot of guys out here not getting sex, so it's not as easy as you think.
I never said the word easy one time.
No, not.
I'm saying, but everyone got to do work. I'm not measuring
You
it.
got a mic? Say what you want
I'm
to
not
say.
measuring. I'm not measuring it equally. That's why I said it's not easier. I'm not saying y'all have it easier or harder. I'm just saying whatever y'all gotta do. Whatever we gotta do, we're also doing on our ends. At least I ain't.
Got you.
I'm just being real.
What do you got to do?
Girl,
Stop
this is
it.
my
Stop
face
it. Stop.
every day.
You don't even have a
Work
microphone.
out,
Stop
you gotta
it.
shave, you gotta do your makeup, you gotta make sure you look
Stop
cute.
it.
I like
you
doing
gotta
those
make
things.
Sure all of
But-
those
Stop.
things.
Oh, so you mean exist? All right, got it. Next question.
No, but you tell me, when you're going to go see a girl, don't you want to like be on 10? Like,
Hold on.
you know, right?
Okay,
That's
so
why
you're
it's equal.
asking
It's
you're
not-
asking a man what he needs to do,
Right, but
or
but what
are we talking
do,
about what women do?
both? But he asked what the work was, right? It's work in it to
But
try to.
I was trying to say 'cause
You
it is
would
different.
you would do that regardless
Right.
of if you had a dick appointment or not.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
Oh, but it turns into work, right? Not my fault.
It's
I
work.
apologize.
Remember, it's
not
not
work.
a dick appointment. It's work.
It's a meeting. It's a business.
Because I agree with what you said. Is it what you want at the same time? Probably not. But you picking up the phone, shooting that shady text, that is a lot to do.
No.
I
Let me tell you where the work
I would say
comes
that's
in.
not the person you want.
No, here's the thing. Let me tell you where the work comes in for the woman.
But see, that's the thing. The person you want, you can still access. In a man's options, we can access the people we want when we want them. It still becomes a task. It still becomes a negotiation. You still have to make a
Work.
a legitimate bid. Like, hey, I'd love to have some time with you. Are you free? XYZ, whatever the bidding becomes.
The guys I've been interested in, I haven't gotten a yes from every guy I was at least even interested in.
Nah,
We
'cause-
going as far as sex. I just want to kick it. I haven't even, there's guys that, so I feel like it's assumed that we get whatever we want.
Can
that's not what we're saying.
I make a suggestion as a guy?
Yeah.
How clear are you on kicking it
I'm
in
crystal.
sex?
Like, I don't like
Because
I would say-
because
no, I would
kick-
say this,
because kicking
really.
kicking it is this way and sex is that way.
Okay, yeah.
I'm right here, and I'm like,
Oh, so you're
what's
neither-
up?
you're neither
Like,
place.
I don't know what else to say. What
So,
else
yes.
do you
So-
want from me?
So you're neither place. If you right there and sex is here
God,
and
I'm
kicking
not,
it is
like,
there.
Fucking or kicking. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't.
That's
I just
but,
wanna-
but that's how
just
simple
exist.
men are. You
Yeah.
have to say like, hey, let's go out. I seen this cool place, or hey, are you free tonight? I'm over here by you, whether it's a lie or not. That sounds like sex to us.
Well, can I say
Okay.
that? Can I add this one thing? Is that men don't know how to really handle, in my opinion, in my experience, I don't really have time to go to dinner with you, but I would like to see what the dick do. And that's the problem that I think men don't understand, because they like,
How many times has that worked on you? Where a dude was straightforward and said, I want to fuck. Exactly.
I would say 4.
4.
Man,
If all 4 is you, you like that's a lot. Come on now.
4 different times, like 4 times, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's not.
It's not like I've dated a lot of people though.
No, it's not that. It's
Yeah.
just not. It's not easy.
Yeah,
It takes work, and I'm not complaining about it. I just want. There's guys out there though that don't get it.
I'm talking to y'all out there, guys. You'll be alright. There's someone that wants to have sex with you.
But
You might have to look a little longer, but stay there. It's all about right place at the right time. Let's be 100.
she's trying to give you false hope. Stay tuned. Pay attention. We'll be right back.
Stay woke.
That's silly. First, I'll say everyone gets one Chelsea. My name is Kelsey. But
I
that's
do
okay.
apologize.
I give everybody one.
I
Everybody gets
apologize.
one.
So,
I apologize.
what would you, ladies or everybody on the panel, what would you rate yourself from 0 to 10? Starting right here, Kelsey.
You know what? I'm gonna give myself a 9 because
Here we go. Here we
I
go.
always give myself room for improvement. You feel me? So I'm always trying to be better than I was. But I know where I'm at right now. It's pretty lit. But that's just me. I know I'm working on myself. So
9.
9.
I got you.
Okay, I would say an 8.
An 8. Okay.
I would say an 8.
Okay.
I'm be realistic.
Mm.
I'm a cool 5.5. With a haircut, I'm a 6. 'Cause I know I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but I can be better. That makes sense.
Okay. I'm a 6. I'm average.
Now, the
Hold
real
on.
question is, what do you guys think? Do you
Si-
guys
6
think
is
that we
average?
rated ourselves?
Or is it 5 or 7?
It's 6 is like close to 5, so it's average.
Is it different for women?
Yeah. What's so funny? What's so funny?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was his face.
But see, with that, would you? So we were talking about it off camera. If so, you rated yourself 9, 8, and 8. Would you have sex with a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
A 4 or a 5, yes.
Okay. Honesty. I don't think so. but
Believe it,
I don't
but-
believe it either.
Yeah, I don't believe that
Why?
answer, but
You
okay.
think I would go lower?
Nah,
No.
you wouldn't go that low.
How many shots it take?
You wouldn't go that low.
How many shots it take to have sex with a 4?
I can speak from experience. I've known her a while. None.
Cap.
None. She's all into it.
For you, would you date? Would you fuck down? Have sex with someone below?
Yes.
That's
You
cap.
said sex, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you see her face? She was like,
Right.
sure.
What that dick do? I can say
Sure.
that's all that matters to me. You can be, I don't care how tall you are, how fat you are. If we're talking specifically about sex, it is all about the penis, darling.
Okay.
I have literally dated a man who I could look right in the eye with the same height. But he had been endowed. And so I was like, sugar, how you want to do this?
And where is he now?
In Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Mhm.
Got you.
Tabs. Tabs.
I forgot. What was the question again? No, for real, what was the question?
Would you have sex with someone down?
Would I have sex?
You're a 9.
down?
Would you have sex with a 2?
Okay. I mean, like what we were saying, my
She
rating,
has to almost.
Am I rating the man or the dick? Like,
How would you know what the dick is like? You have to see the man first.
and that's back to the work. We also have to not like y'all be surprised what a 10 look like, but it's a 2. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
so
talk
let me
about
say
it.
this. I just want to say this.
I see where you're coming from, but are you okay? So are you basically trying to say if a dude and dudes out there don't do this, but her Instagram will be all of theirs is going to be on there. A dude sends you a dick pic. You doing it?
People still do that. I don't want that on my phone.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So how
well
do you
I
know
do.
what-
I want to.
How am
I
I
collect them. I have a folder for them.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just as much as a chance. We be hyped when a 10 that we think it's a 10. Woo, girl. I be like, look at it, then be like, girl. Let me find out the next day. Be like, girl, you ain't even. He fine, but
Again,
So
as
what
I
about
said
the-
off camera,
So what about the 3?
you have to walk into understand what's in front of you. It is no. I have not met a man who the energy didn't define what was going to be happening. So I'm not moved by good looks and
You talking
height.
about
I say I'm
BD? You
too
talking about
old for
BDE?
that.
Yes, sir. I'm talking about BDE, and
She
it's a real
literally- she
thing.
literally was
And if
like,
you
yo,
know, and if
he
you
gotta look
understand
good.
Energy, you can read it. I read it. I took 5
But you
minutes.
said so it's sounding like you girls are all saying, and just correct me if I'm wrong, but let me finish it. If to get sex, it don't matter as long as it's BDE. But to be in a relationship, he's got to be fine.
no.
Yes.
Oh, I'm saying
See what I
no.
mean? See what I mean?
No.
What you mean?
No, you
No.
know, yes.
What you mean?
You see how big I am? I don't need no big dick energy at all.
Girl.
However, I have been with this. There was this beautiful
I didn't hear what you
trainer.
said.
I used to train in the gym, and this man looked for me for months. And finally, I was like, yes, it was a trainer. He was fine, and it was just sad when we got in the bed. There was nothing there. It was so sad. So I guess I don't know if it was me. I misspelled it or didn't see it. But you can see a man that looks amazing and then it ain't shit.
I was just
afterwards.
no, sorry, you
go
go.
ahead, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just telling a friend of mine. I was like, girl, like women. I mean, me personally, the average woman.
You're not
we're
average.
not,
You said a 9.
Not average.
You
well,
said a
I
9.
meant like, mindset. I'm sorry. When I'm saying average, I mean like our mindsets at least. I would
Okay.
hope. You know what I'm saying? When I look at a man, you don't have to be this chiseled 6-pack, whatever. Like I was like, you can be cool, like as long as you active. I mean, it'd be one thing if you just, weren't active. But whatever you do, if I see you get up, you're committed to something. I don't care what it is, then you don't always have to look. Me personally, that's just me.
So are you guys? So you're just hitting down. You're not marrying that type of man.
I have to get to know you before I marry you. I'm gonna figure that out.
Okay, well they can say that I'm not marrying down. Okay, like I'm not because I gotta wake up every morning and look at you. And if I don't like what I see, then now I'm a cheater. You understand? Now I'm for these
Here we
streets.
go.
I'm
The
just
truth.
saying.
The truth coming out. The
Let's
truth
be
is-
realistic because I am visual. Like a lot of women aren't visual. I promise you, I have a lot of girlfriends and they be like, Tia, you crazy.
Capricorn.
But for me, tall, handsome is important to me. So like if I can put up with a lot. Like my patience level extends if I like to look at you.
So real quick, so then 6'6" is necessary for you.
What's the six? Is we
that?
talking?
Oh,
Is
six.
we talking out? Is,
Hold on, hold on.
That.
I'm gonna need at least
Six.
an 8, boo. Come
Six.
on, what
Hold
is you
on.
saying?
Six. At least 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
At least 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
And over 6 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like.
There's
the
one more
sound
6
of that.
too. I forgot what it is.
Oh,
It's tall.
like that.
Girls always say it's tall.
oh
light,
yeah,
lank.
six pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Okay, so let me say this: he does not have to have a 6-pack. If he know what to do with 6 inches, all right, sir, I accept that. I've accepted that.
man, her
fact.
voice got so low.
You know,
So if this is my thing, if he knows what to do with what he has, we can work with less inch. But he doesn't
how
have
many
to have
more
a
inches did you
6-pack.
want?
Look, she,
8.
nah,
8 or more.
cause
8 is good. 8 is like perfect.
that go back to her what she was saying about the trainer. She was like everything was perfect, and it just wasn't it.
Yeah, I don't need a 6-pack. Like you don't have to be in the gym every day for
Say
me.
that.
That's realistic. Because people who be in the gym every day want to worry you about going, and you can see what is happening over here. I ain't going to the gym every day, but but so yeah. But I have to be attracted to you. Like the first thing is I have to be able to look at you and be like, hey there, come here.
Exactly.
Let
So
me touch on you. Feel
personally,
on you.
maybe this is in my opinion. Really, I think that guys who are under a certain height, women don't even acknowledge or see.
I disagree because I have dated men who were like I could look them in the face.
I'm not saying that.
Okay,
But you might have been next to that dude. But if that dude who was a certain height walked past, you for sure saw him.
Yes, but I would say this. The thing is, I can't marry him because if I look, because listen, okay.
I didn't say anything about married. You might lust for him because what it sounded like y'all are saying, you're gonna sleep with this guy, but if he's a certain height and it ain't what you like it, then it's gone. It's trash, and that's fine. But if you have a guy who's short and he's got BDE, you're not. I don't even want to say that. You're not gonna try to be with him, but you got him in a certain category. No, yeah.
Deb, say it for him.
Not for me, because I'm small, so y'all get it all with me.
I'm 5'9". I ain't got the time. I'm sorry. I can't. It's not my fault I was born this tall.
What Charles is trying to say is, you would lust over a guy that you want, but you would settle for the guy that you can get. That makes sense?
No. First of all, let me say this.
That's not what he said.
No, I mean, kind of in the sense like, okay, well, she's saying, well, okay, if he's tall, watch the guy eye, right?
Now let me explain to you about men. This is nobody else probably that you will ever interview in your life. I'm really classy, but I'm really hood, right? And so if I can look you in your face, I just feel like at some point
You can beat
I'm
'em up.
gonna be like, what?
See?
You can't talk to me no any kind of way, but I can look.
See what I'm saying? Like,
You want me to submit?
She had her own hand up like she about to mush a dude.
Hold on.
See, that's because I'm not saying that that's gonna always happen, but
in the back of my mind is-
Yo, did you see my face when she said this shit? Mine,
How tall are you?
She got on like 8-inch heels.
Right.
I'm little, and I grew up in a family of tall men, right? So I'm like about 5'7", flat on the ground, right? Yeah, average
All right,
height.
all right. So how tall are you now?
With these heels on,
Yeah.
I'm good 6 feet.
Okay.
But
Nah, that ain't liquor. That's true talk.